today's class. We are going to talk about fractions in mathematics, and if you look on the board, you will see that we have introduction, we have conversions of fraction, equivalent fraction, addition and subtraction of fractions, multiplication and division of fractions. So these are the following areas we are going to focus to give you the adequate knowledge you need on fractions. Alright, let's start with knowing the kinds of things we can get in a fraction. Alright, you see that this is a whole bunch of orange, for example, and I want to share it into 4. Alright, now you see that this is in 4 places. Now, one part of it is known as 1 over 4. The 2 part of it is known as 2 over 4, 2 out of 4. Now, the 3 part of it is 3 all over 4. Now, even though I do the 4 part of it is the same thing as 4 over 4, and if you divide it, this is 1. If you cannot divide this. Now, since we cannot do it like this, this is, if you divide this, you have 1 over 2, which is actually half of the whole fraction. Okay, now, this is just to introduce you to the main thing we are going to talk about today. Alright, let us see how we can convert fractions. We have some fractions in which that you see the numerator having higher numbers than the denominators. But on a normal note, the numerator is expected to have a lesser number than the denominator. You'll be asking me what's the numerator and what's the denominator. Alright, this is 3 over 4. The number at the top is the numerator, while the number underneath is the denominator. Okay, let's look at the following examples of conversions of fractions. Now, we have 5 over 4. We want to convert it to mixed fraction. Let me bring also an example. I have 1 whole number 1 over 2. I want to convert this into mixed fraction. Let us start with this. 4 divided by 5. If you check, it will be 1 and remainder, a little portion. Okay, it will be, let me say 1. If you press your calculator, you see 1.44. But this means 1 remainder. 5 minus 4 will give us 1. So remainder 1 all over number of people that share it, 4. So this 5 over 4 in mixed fraction is 1 over 1 over 4. Alright, let's go back to this. This, we want to convert it into single fraction. It's a mixed fraction, we want to convert it into single fraction or improper fraction, as we may say. We call it improper fraction because the numerator is higher than the denominator. In normal fraction, the numerator should be lesser, while the denominator will be higher. Okay, now let us convert this into a single fraction. 2 times 1 will give us 2 plus 1, 3. Now have 3 all over the denominator, 2, and that's the answer. Okay, now this is just for us to convert this into this, a mixed fraction into a single fraction. We have converted a single fraction also into a mixed fraction. These are the way that we can do this to achieve whatever we want to achieve in fraction. These are the, let me say, we have the basics to solving what we have on the board. Okay, let's talk about equivalent fraction. Now, what do you understand by equivalent fraction? Now, a fraction is said to be equivalent if it has the same denominator or numbers. Maybe 2 different fractions having the same denominator numbers. What do I mean? Alright, we have 3 over 2 times, okay, 3 over 2 and 5 over 4. Now, we want them to have a denominator of 12. We want them to have a denominator of 12. Now, what do? You multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number that will make them, that will make the denominator be 12. How do I mean? Now, 2 times what will give us 12? 2 times 6, 12. That means we have 3 times 6 all over 2 times 6. Now, we have this to be 3 times 6 will be 18. Why 2 times 6 will be what? 12. Hope we are following. Okay, now this one, 5 over 4, we want it to be an equivalent with this. We want them to have, so what we do is, what will 8 times 4 to give us 12? 3. Now I have 4 times 3. This now will give us 5 times 3 4 times 3, which will give us 5 times 2 is 15, 4 times 3 is 12. I will follow you. Now we have them to be the same equivalent. Now, automatically, they have the same denominator. Right when we started, you see that they didn't have the same denominator. They have different denominators. But as it stands now, they have the same. Alright, that is equivalent fraction. The next we are going to talk about is addition and subtraction of fractions.
We are back to addition and subtraction of fractions. Now we have, let's make an introduction of some fractions that we can use to achieve addition and subtraction. Let's say let's use some fractions of different denominators. We have 3 over 2 plus 3 over 4. Now we want to add these two fractions. We want to add them. Okay, in the sense that we want to add them, first of all we'll find the LCM of 2 and 4. The LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. Now in such case, LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. 4 into 2 give us 2. 2 divided by 4, 2. 2 times 3, 6. Now at this point, 4 divided by 4 will give us 1. 1 times 3 give us 3 plus 3. 6 plus 3 will give us 9. 9 over 4. Now, this is a single fraction, although it's improper. So let us put it in a mixed fraction. 9 divided by 4 will give us 2 whole number 1 over 4. How do I do it? 4 divided by 9. We go 2, remainder 1. 4 times 2 is 8. So 9 minus 8 is just 1. So 2, remainder 1. 1 all over the number of people that shared it. That's 4. I will follow you. Alright, this is just a simple, well, that's just the process in addition. Okay, let's look at where we have a fraction, a mixed fraction with a single fraction. If we have a mixed fraction in this particular example, what we'll do is to convert it into a single fraction. Maybe I have this thing now is the same thing as 1 over 2. I have 1 over 2 plus 3 over 4. If I want to solve it, 2 times 1, 3. 2 times 1, 2 rather, plus 1, 3. So I have 3 all over 2. And if you calculate this, you still give it to 1 over 4. Hope you are following. Alright, that's that for addition. Let us go to subtraction. In this place, I will use the mixed fraction. Now I have 1 over 2 minus 3 all over 4. Now, first thing first, before we do anything, we have to convert these to a single fraction, which will give us equal to 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3 over 2 minus 3 over 4. LCM of 2 and 4 is what? 4. 4 into 2 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 4 into 4 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 6 minus 3. Now 6 minus 3 is what? 3. I have 3 all over 4 and is a fraction. It's a normal fraction. 3 over 4. That is it with addition and subtraction. You see, it's simple. It's not quite hard. It's simple. Once you know addition and subtraction, they are alike. The same step we use in addition is more likely the same step we are going to use for subtraction. The only thing there is addition you have to add and subtraction have to minus. Okay, we are going to go into the next point, which is multiplication and divisions of fractions. Alright, we are now in multiplication and divisions of fraction. In other words, we have to multiply the fractions. Let's see when we have half times half. What do we do? Numerator multiply the numerator, denominator multiply the denominator. That means 1 times 1, 1, 2 times 2, 4. Hope you are following. Okay. Now, what if we have numbers that does not concern half, maybe some numbers like 2/3 times 5/7. What do we do? Okay, at this point is not like I told you, the numerator multiply the numerator, denominator multiply the denominator. 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 7 is 14. 2 times 7 is 21 rather 21. So at this point we have solved the case, unless we are asked bring it to the lowest form. You cannot bring this to the lowest form. 2 cannot divide 21, 3 cannot divide 21 and 10. So this is like the end point for this solution, unless if it's divisible by any number, the numerator is divisible by any number, we divide it, we get to the lowest form in which they cannot be divided again. Then we leave it like that. Okay, now let's go into a place where we have mixed fraction, multiplication of mixed fraction. The multiplication of mixed fraction, where we have a mixed fraction with a single fraction. Alright, let's look in a scenario where we have 3/8 times 2/9 times we have 1 number 3/5. So this is a single fraction, this is a single fraction, this is a mixed fraction. So what we do is to convert this into a single fraction. Let's do that. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, which is 8. So I have 8/5 times 2/9 times 3/8. Now, in the sense that we have it like this, that's the best. If you want to multiply them, better. You still have, but you have a very big clumsy number which will make you may find difficult to break down to the lowest term. Alright, but to make it quite easier for us, what we have to do is to just divide through. We divide through. Okay, how do we divide through? 3 here is 1, 3 into 3 here is 1, 3 into 9 will give us 3. Now 8 will cancel itself. Now we are having 1, 2, 1, 2/3 and 5. What do we do? Now we have 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 5 is 15. The answer to this question is 2/15. Hope you are following. There is no two ways about it, just for us to cancel out. Now 3 can divide 9. So when 3 divide 9, what you have is 3. We write down the 3. Now what is left here now is just only these 2. We will bring down 8. We now cancel out 8, leaving 2, 3 and 5. So we have to bring it down. 2, 3 times 5, 15. We bring it down. If you multiply all through and divide, you still get 2/15. You still get 2/15. If you do it with all, just follow a step, due process, use 2, check with whether 2 can divide, 3 can divide, 5, and then just divide them, you get 2/15. If you didn't get 2/15, you're wrong. You need to just go back, do it. Maybe after this you can just try it and you see how it goes. Okay, let's go to division of fractions.